Bruce Willis was never just another leading man who caught the right wave at the right time. He changed how audiences understood heroism itself. Long before capes and superpowers ruled the box office, Bruce showed us that bravery could be tired, bruised, afraid, and still determined. From Die Hard to Pulp Fiction, from Armageddon to The Sixth Sense, he played men who didn't rely on perfection or invincibility. They survived through persistence, wit, and heart. That refusal to quit became his signature. What made Bruce different was that his heroes felt real. They bled, complained, doubted themselves, and kept going anyway. Behind the explosions and iconic one-liners was a deeply human performer whose appeal came from vulnerability as much as toughness. His career didn't just entertain audiences. It quietly reshaped what strength looked like on screen, making him unforgettable. A childhood marked by uncertainty, Bruce Willis was born on March 19, 1955, in Idar Oberstein, West Germany, into a world still healing from war. His father served in the U.S. military, and his mother was German, navigating life in a country rebuilding itself. When Bruce was just 2, the family relocated to the United States, settling in a small New Jersey town shaped by factory work and financial strain. Life was modest, and stability often felt fragile. Tension at home was common, and when his father eventually left, the impact was lasting. As the oldest child, Bruce felt responsibility pressed down early. Childhood didn't stretch gently before him. It demanded awareness and resilience. Those early experiences planted something deep within him, an understanding of hardship, responsibility, and endurance that would later surface in nearly every role he played. Growing up before his time, being the eldest of 4 children meant Bruce learned to observe before he learned to speak up. He became skilled at reading emotions, sensing tension, and protecting those younger than him. Yet inside, he carried a struggle that shaped his confidence. Bruce developed a pronounced stutter, making simple conversation feel overwhelming. Speaking became a source of anxiety, and silence often felt safer than risk. The frustration was isolating, especially for a child already carrying adult responsibilities. Still, those challenges quietly sharpened his empathy. He learned what it felt like to be unseen, unheard, and underestimated. Rather than hardening him, these experiences deepened his emotional awareness. Long before audiences connected with his on-screen vulnerability, Bruce was living it. Those early years didn't just toughen him, they taught him patience, sensitivity, and the quiet strength of persistence. Discovering freedom through performance. Everything shifted when Bruce stepped onto a stage during his teenage years. Something unexpected happened under those lights. His stutter disappeared, words flowed without hesitation, and fear loosened its grip. Acting didn't simply give him confidence, it gave him freedom. On stage, he felt in control, expressive, and fully present. For the first time, his voice belonged to him. That moment didn't just spark interest in performance, it reshaped how he saw himself. Acting became more than a creative outlet, it became a lifeline. Through characters, Bruce could say what he struggled to express in everyday life. The stage offered clarity, safety, and identity. From that point forward, acting wasn't optional, it was essential. Even before success or recognition, Bruce understood that storytelling was how he connected with the world and himself. Leaving home with nothing but belief in the early 1970s, Bruce Willis left New Jersey for New York City, carrying little more than determination. The city was unforgiving, crowded apartments, cold winters, inconsistent work. Formal training took a backseat to survival. He worked factory jobs, security shifts, and eventually bartended to stay afloat. Money was tight and uncertainty constant. Yet behind the bar, Bruce was quietly learning. He watched people closely, studied humor, timing, and emotion. Each interaction became practice. He learned how to read a room, recover from awkward moments, and hold attention without force. Rejections during the day were frequent, but nights at the bar offered connection and confidence. Those years weren't glamorous, but they were formative. They sharpened his instincts and grounded his presence, preparing him for a career built not on polish, but authenticity. The break that changed everything, years of auditions, passed with little recognition until one role altered everything. In 1985, Bruce auditioned for the television series Moonlighting. He wasn't the obvious choice, but his energy was undeniable. He brought wit, unpredictability, and sincerity that transformed the character. Audiences responded immediately. Almost overnight, Bruce became a familiar face, redefining what a television leading man could be. Success followed quickly, but it didn't feel accidental. It felt earned. Moonlighting revealed what casting rooms had missed: Bruce's ability to blend humor, vulnerability, and charisma seamlessly. The show didn't just launch his career, it introduced a new kind of star, one who felt approachable, imperfect, and alive. That authenticity became his calling card and opened doors that would soon change cinema itself. Reinventing the action hero. When Bruce Willis was cast in Die Hard, skepticism was widespread. He didn't match the traditional image of an action hero, but that difference became the film's greatest strength. Bruce played the role as human, tired, injured, frustrated, and determined. Audiences connected instantly. Die Hard wasn't just a hit, it redefined the genre. The idea that a hero could be vulnerable yet unstoppable shifted expectations permanently. Bruce's success wasn't about brute force, it was about relatability. Throughout the 1990s, he built a remarkable career, balancing blockbuster appeal with daring choices. Films like Pulp Fiction, 12 Monkeys, and The Fifth Element showcased his range. He wasn't afraid to take risks, and audiences rewarded that bravery. His influence extended beyond box office numbers. He changed the language of heroism, success, family, and hard choices. As fame grew, Bruce's life expanded beyond the screen. He built a family, embracing fatherhood as his most meaningful role. His relationship with Demi Moore brought public attention, but privately, family life remained deeply important to him. Despite demanding schedules, he prioritized his children whenever possible. Over time, the pressures of two rising careers created distance, and their marriage eventually ended. Yet what followed was rare: respect, cooperation, and shared commitment to their daughters. Bruce believed family wasn't defined by appearances, but by presence and care. He remained closely involved, choosing grace over conflict. Success had given him opportunity, but family gave him purpose. Even as fame demanded sacrifices, Bruce consistently acknowledged what mattered most. Those values shaped not just his personal life, but the legacy he continues to leave behind. Facing life's quiet challenges. Later in life, subtle changes began to emerge. Roles shifted, pacing slowed, and the family made thoughtful decisions together. When Bruce stepped away from acting, the announcement was met with global empathy. Rather than retreating from public view in silence, his family responded with openness and unity. Surrounded by love, Bruce focused on connection rather than loss. Music, laughter, and shared moments became central. His journey entered a quieter chapter, one that reflected the same courage he had portrayed on screen, this time through acceptance and presence. Strength took a different form. No longer loud or explosive, it became gentle and grounded. Through this phase, Bruce continued teaching an important lesson: that dignity, love, and togetherness matter deeply, especially when life asks us to slow down. A legacy that endures, Bruce Willis leaves behind more than financial success or a list of iconic films. His true legacy is emotional and cultural. He showed audiences that heroes don't need perfection to be powerful. He valued resilience, family, and honesty over image. From a difficult childhood to global stardom, his life reflected persistence and heart. He supported causes close to him, understood responsibility, and never forgot where he started. Above all, he will be remembered as someone who stayed human in an industry that often rewards distance. Bruce's story reminds us that impact isn't measured solely by fame. It's measured by the lives touched, the courage shown, and the love shared. Long after the credits roll, that legacy continues, quiet, enduring, and deeply meaningful.